Okay, so this is part 2 of my Kling AI intro video. At part 1, we have talked about the additional features that Kling has to offer other than the video generation portion, which includes the image generation, the sound generation, virtual try-on, lip sync, and video extension. You can click on the link above to watch part 1 before continuing with this video, where we will be talking more about the main function of Kling, which is video generation. As previously stated, there is no prerequisites other than the need for a Google account and basic prompting skills for you to get things started. With that out of the way, let's go to the actual demo. But before that, I would appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe to help push this video to the right community who might find it useful. So to get to Kling, I'll just do a repeat of the part 1 of the video. You will just need to do a Google search for Kling and you will see this first link itself. Click it and you will be in the main page where you will be prompted to log in with your Google account for you to get things started. And as mentioned in the previous video, I've covered other features including the image generation, sound generation, and whatnot. So today we will be talking more about the video generation instead. So for the video generation, you'll be clicking on this link itself and you will enter where the video generation portion is. Here you can see the Kling models that is available for us to choose from. It will start off from the oldest model, which is video 1.5 and video 1.6, which generally I don't need to use anymore. So since these are very old models, video 1.6 used to be the only model that can allow for start and end frame itself. But moving forward, they have released video 2.1 and 2.1 master. So let's move on with 2.1, where I'll talk a bit about, but I won't be demoing much of it. 2.1 itself is the only one that can allow for start frame and end frame. But you can also use 2.1 master, but do take note that if you were to use 2.1, let's give an example. I'll drop an image. You will realize that if using 2.1 image to video, your generation credit is about 35 credits in order to generate one. But if you're using 2.1 master, your generation will go to about 100 credits per generation, which is rather expensive. To be honest, I have never tried 2.1 master before. It's supposed to be the highest quality, but I do not find it worthwhile to spend so much credits on one single video. Hence, I have never used it before. But since now there's a release of the 2.5 Turbo, where 2.5 Turbo is supposed to perform a lot more better in terms of quality and prompt adherence. And also one important thing is that its credit use is only 25 credits, so I would rather use 2.5 instead. And for the rest of this video, I will only be using 2.5. So take note of that when I'm doing all my demos itself. Let's move on with what we can do with video generator. Basically, we got text to video, image to video, and multi-elements. I'll go through some of it with examples. Firstly, let's start off with the text to video, where here you will be able to enter your prompts. Plus also you are able to use inspiration and presets using DeepSeek, but I don't really use this since the prompt that is given by DeepSeek, not saying that it's no good, but it's just that it will add a lot more detail that sometimes I do not need. So that's why I would rather depend on myself for the prompt, but that's just my own style. Please do whichever that suits your need. Plus also for all the Kling videos as of this moment, sound effects is free for now, so I can always add sound effects if I wish to. Example, I can add sound effects and also music itself, so later I will put some demos into it. Next, we will also be able to tune the mode, but for 2.5 Turbo, I will be start at professional instead, which is higher quality. Lower end models like 1.6, you can actually adjust between standard and professional. But since I said that these older models are not required, or rather is obsolete, so I'll rather just stick with 2.5 and it will always be in professional instead. You can also adjust the amount of time required to generate one video. I will usually stick with 5 as a start because 5 seconds are usually more stable. 10 seconds will start to have some weird motions included inside it. As usual, you can actually adjust the portrait, landscape, or square. I will usually stick with 16:9 since I do more cinematic videos, and 16:9 is more suitable. And lastly, the number of outputs. Since my package is the standard package, I am not counted under VIP, so I will be only start with one output per generation. So right now I will enter a prompt. So the prompt will be a Pixar animated style of a girl in pink kimono, blonde hair, updo hair, walking side by side with a husky dog along a beach with ocean waves at the background. Low angle camera shot as it pans and rotates around the girl. And we will add some sound effect of ocean waves and wind blowing. Lastly is soft relaxing music. For sound effect and music effect is usually hit and miss, so do not expect much from the sound effect. If it's a good one, then it will help to hasten up your generation, and that will be all. So with that, let's cue prompt and see what we will get. And the generation takes about 3 minutes, and this is what we get. So it generally does keep to what the prompt adherence requested, whereby I get a girl with a pink kimono, blonde hair, updo hair, walking side by side with a husky along the beach with ocean wave background. Camera is that of a slightly low camera angle, but it does pan and rotate around the girl itself. Moving forward, let's do image to video. So for image to video, this will be what most of the people will be using as our default mode of operation, as we would want to ensure that our character and scene is consistent and we have control over the frames. So we will usually try to edit the image as the first frame so that we can keep everything consistent from frame to frame before we actually start our generation. So this is where you can actually upload your image, your start image. You can actually drag from your PC or storage itself to put into Kling, or you can actually select from history of generations to see which image you would like to do up image to video. So for this case, let's say I choose this image of this character which is going to eat ramen, and this will be my start frame. As mentioned earlier, 2.5 Turbo does not have an end frame, so I will not be demoing that. For prompt itself, let's just do up a simple one. Now we'll go with a photorealistic video of Chun-Li eating ramen in a busy ramen restaurant. Slurping ramen, hot steaming ramen. Maybe let's just add in some camera angles of camera tilting down, and let's see what we get. For the rest of the settings itself, I will just leave it at default. Maybe I'll just add in busy restaurant sound, slurping ramen, and Chinese music, and cue prompt. And the result is about 2 minutes ish, and here is the generation. So in general, it does adhere to the prompt, but do take note that the camera is not really moving much, but the rest of the animation is still on point, especially on the eating ramen part. I guess that's an improvement on the 2.5 Turbo model. Moving on, this will be for image to video elements. For elements itself, the general idea is that you will upload different characters, subjects, backgrounds, and whatnot into these four spaces. You can upload up to four elements inside. Subsequently, you will add a prompt to sort of give the guidance on how you want to use these four images in a single generation. But with the four elements inside, you do expect that chaos will happen even if your prompt is very detailed. So usually I find the results is mostly experimental and best and not really production worthy. So let me give some examples of how this works. Maybe the first one I'll add in a bobber saw. Second one, and first I need to detect the object, which I just click to subject, and once it's highlighted in green, I'll just press confirm. Second one, I'll add in a Charmander, also under subject. If multiple things are highlighted, you can actually press eraser to erase the portion that you do not want to see and press confirm. Hold on, I will need to redo this. Let's click on eraser and try to erase it completely. You can increase the size of the brush to make your work easier. Confirm, and you will only get the Charmander. The third image, let's just put in this Pidgey. Detection of subject, click, and it's okay, it's been detected, confirm. And lastly, let's put in someone that is a bit off from the rest of the image, which is this animated girl. Click on subject and you'll realize that there is more that has been detected. Once again, you can remove certain highlights so that you focus only on the girl itself. Once you have all the images highlighted, you can actually prompt. I'll use this prompt of a Japanese anime style of Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Pidgey standing beside a girl kneeling on the ground. She pets the Bulbasaur and they smile. Camera pans downward from the sky. And using the same exact setting, let's cue prompt. And this multi-element, or rather the element image to video element function took about 4 to 5 minutes ish. Do take note that the element function uses 1.6 instead of Kling 1.6 model instead of a 2.5 turbo. I'm not sure why, but this is the results. So in general, it's a hit and miss. Generally, it does follow the prompt, but there will be a lot of mistakes. As you can see, it sticks to the Japanese anime style. The Bulbasaur seems a bit off. It's on standing on two legs. Charmander kind of mixed with the Pikachu for no reason, and probably it's because I prompted the something to do with Pokemon inside. I'm not too sure. Then my Pidgey is completely missing from the generation, but it kept to the girl seems to be pretty accurate. So and lastly is the camera does pan downward from the sky. So do experiment and expect that the generation will not be perfect. Moving forward, we will be talking about multi-element. So for multi-element wise, it's also using 1.6 model only. I can't use 2.5 turbo, and it has three functions. You're able to swap, add, or delete. We will go through this one by one. So for swap wise, you will be uploading your video So for swapping wise, for some reason you are not able to upload videos from your PC. You can only use the videos that you have generated on Kling. Uh, Click on history and you'll be able to select some of the videos that you might be able to use. For instance, I shall choose this video instead, or maybe I will just choose the one that we have generated earlier. So once it's being uploaded, you are able to select the character to do the swapping. I click it and it will be detected. Once it becomes green, I will click OK. Then next I will be able to upload an image of a character. Let's say that I choose upload only JPEG and PNG. So I will drop in an image, and for some reason the character that you can choose to swap, you can actually choose it from your own computer. So this might not be the best picture, but let's just give it a try. I choose subject and it will detect the character. There is a lot of edges on this character and we will see if it works. Once it detects both characters, maybe I will just take this out and I will put in a frame that is more closely resembles that of the video character itself. Now here comes the prompt. So swap side view of a reef from image 1 for girl in pink kimono from the video itself. So just to confirm that the detection is there, Arif is here, generation all keep within the standards, integrated sound, I will push it back to ocean waves and wind blowing, as well as soft piano music, and we will generate and see what we get. And this generation took about 3 to 4 minutes, and we will see what we get as a result. So you can take note that the start frame of the image takes almost identical reference from the reference image that is given here, whereby the character kind of eerily looks at the camera first before it actually moves forward to become a full side view. But in general, it does get replaced, just that the overall quality might not be production worthy in the end. Now let's move on to add. So let's say that I'm using the same base image and I wanted to add another character inside or another subject. So I shall give this a try. I'm adding in a Charmander to see if it's able to walk together with the husky and the girl. So once Charmander is being detected, I would say use the context of this video, seamlessly add Charmander with a flaming tail. Walking side by side with the girl and the dog from image 1 using the same sound and the prompts itself for the sound integrated sound, and let's give it a try for addition. And after about 4 minutes or 3 minutes of generation, this is the result, and I can already see some of the surprising additions to this generation. So you can see that there is two Charmanders or Charmander wannabes that is added into the video itself. The rest of the video seems to be remaining untouched. So yeah, you can see that it is still generally unstable. It could be that the image that I've uploaded is not of the quality that Kling would require, but personally I tried it a few times and the generation always have some instability inside it. So do use it as you see fit. Next, we will move on to the delete function. Let's say that I will be using this current generation that I have of multiple creatures. And for this case, I would try and reduce this dog from the overall animation, and we will see if it works. So once the dog has been selected, swap the dog from the image. So to be honest, this prompt itself, I'm not really sure why it is written as such, because this is supposed to be delete, and here the prompt template, it tells me to swap. So it's swap the dog from an image which I am not required to upload any images. This is just a video for X from this video. I am not too sure why it's written as such. So I shall just prompt as it is, and let's just see what it does as long as I confirm that the dog has been selected. Yeah, I'll just add in some additional words such as for nothing from this video, and let's just give it a try. So after 4 minutes, I apparently did not successfully delete because it was more of a swap than a delete. So unfortunately, I'm not able to make it work in terms of the showcasing the delete. Probably is due to the way the prompt structure works, which I don't really understand. And if there's anyone that more or less knows how to use this multi-elements delete function, perhaps you can share it in the comments to let the others know. But for me, I do not really use multi-elements swap, add, and delete functions because first of all, it uses a video 1.6 version instead of the latest Kling 2.5 Turbo. So it's an outdated model. And second is if I want to delete a element from the image, I will usually do the edit way before the video is being generated rather than fix from the video itself. At least that's how I would have done it. So this sums up my intro on Kling Video, which includes the video generator as well as part 1's other tools which we might not be aware of. At least I myself wasn't aware of most of the tools that I showed on part 1 until I decided to make this video. Some people may ask if it's better to subscribe to Kling itself or services with multiple video models such as Kling AI, which has all models including one I will just show. This is I actually have a Kling subscription as well. So Kling is a platform that actually allows me to use multiple models. Here you can see that I'm in the video generation portion, and it actually has Kling 2.5, 1.2.5, VO3, Pixverse, and other models such as Minimax, Seed Dance, and older models like Kling 2.1, 2.0, 1.2, Runway Gen 4, and all with their different credits to use. As you can see, VO3 is quite a hefty sum of 4,000 credits in order to use. So I'll say that each platform actually has its own strength and weaknesses. So Kling itself has multiple elements that I shown in the part 1 and part 2 of the videos, which includes those features such as swap, add, and delete, while FreePic actually offers more than just the standard video models that you can choose from. It also has the ability to do a video upscaling with Topaz. So if these are some of the requirements that you need for your production, perhaps you will want to go with FreePic so that you can choose different video models and also do video upscaling. But for me, I actually keep things simple because I'm not a very smart person by nature. So I can't process complex matters well. Things such as multi-elements in Kling, I generally it's not useful for me, as to me a good video model with image to video function is with a good image to video function is good enough for me to use, and all the other features in Kling, as I shown, especially on those elements and multi elements and text to video, I generally do not really use it much. And for FreePic's Topaz, upscaling by Topaz, I also actually do not use FreePic's upscaling because I actually had a paid version of Topaz on its own. Since Topaz is not a subscription based model, it is actually pay for one time use, and you can actually grab the app itself and you can generate, or rather you can upscale videos unlimited as long as you have the GPU power to do it. So I do not really need to use FreePic's Topaz for upscaling. In addition, I also have the choice of some open source models which can get certain jobs done. So I don't really need to use a lot of credits to do my productions. But I still keep a few subscriptions, like example FreePic and Kling, which I got it from last year's Black Friday sale, which make the annual price pretty cheap. So I just bought it, and in the end I only used up maybe half of the credits itself. Another half is actually using my open source models to try and make up some of the generation. Plus also keeping some of the subscriptions that I have will also keep myself updated on the development, such as if I were to see that there is one 2.5 which I haven't used yet, I can actually use FreePic to generate a few and have a look at what are the updated models and what is its capabilities for. So that's why I wouldn't say that open source is the most important video generator that you need, nor would I say that I would always use closed source models. I would just use whichever that works for me. So do leave a comment below if you wish to know more about other paid tools such as Topaz and FreePic, so I can do some demo of it and explain the features a bit more, at least before I end the subscription without doing any renewals for next year. So while I still have a subscription for it, perhaps I can do a few videos to show the usage of it, and you can actually weigh to see if it's worthwhile for you to do a subscription of your own. But if you wish to subscribe to Kling, do remember to use my invitation code. I will drop a link in the descriptions below for you to subscribe and use this referral code. Because if you were to subscribe as a new subscriber through the referral code, you actually get 50% bonus credits for the first month, and for me as a referrer, I will also get 500 credits for my help in bringing in a new subscriber. So it's a help me help you kind of thing. So remember to like, comment and subscribe to help push this video to the right community who might find it useful, and until then I will see you when I see you.